Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be building a email sending app in Python framework which is Flask. I will be using a library which is Flask email, which is specifically responsible for making these applications. So this is the interface of the application. Here you can provide the email address. Let me provide this email address, which is geekygautam1997@gmail.com, and here you can give any sort of subject. This is a test and this is a message body. So this is a test message body. So after writing these fields, you can click on the send message button. If you click this, a message will be sent to this email address. You can see that message sent. If I open my you can see that this is a message which is received at this email address. You can see that if I open this, this is a test message body and this is a subject. I can even send it once again. If I go to the home option, I will be redirected back to the home screen. I can again this time send another test message like this. You can change your email address, but I have my email address, so I will be sending to this. So once again you will see once again another email address will be sent. So we will be building this application in Flask. So let's get started. So first of all, I will delete all the code and start from very scratch. So just create inside your empty directory. Inside this empty directory, I will delete all the folders, set structures. So just create a app.py file. So this will be the starting point of the application. So as I already told you, I am using a library which is Flask email. So first of all, you need to install Flask. This is a Python framework. So just execute this command pip install Flask. I have already installed it. And the next library is Flask underscore email. So this is the email sending library of the Flask framework. So just install this. I have already installed it, so I will not install it once again. So that's it. Now first of all, we need to import Flask. So from Flask we need to import the Flask library. The second will be the render template, with help of which we can include HTML templates inside your application. And the third one is request. So we will make a get request and post request. And the secondly, we will need to import the Flask email library. And from this, Flask underscore mail, mail. This is the name of the library, not email. This is mail. And from this we need to import two components. First is the mail component, mail library, which will be responsible for sending out the emails, and second is the message, which will be used to construct the message. After importing the library, we will start the Flask application, so which will be like this. So this is a standard way of starting any sort of Flask application. And after this we will initialize our mail instance by the mail app, and we will pass the app instance like this. So after this, guys, we will start the Flask application if like this. We need to put a colon here. So inside this we will use the app.run function and we will pass debug to true. So basically this will auto reload the application whenever we make any sort of changes. So this was a handy line that we need to write. And now we can make a simple get request to the home route. We can define a route here at the rate app route, and inside this we can define a simple route, and we can execute an index function whenever this route is hit, and then we can return a template with the help of render template function. Inside this we can provide a home.html template. So now we need to construct this. So this is pretty simple. Go to the templates folder. So we need to create this templates folder. So the spelling is very much there. You need to create this folder with the same spelling. Flask look for all the templates inside this folder. So we need to create home.html, Now just create a boilerplate template. Inside this we will have a simple form. First of all, we will have a heading which will be Flask mail sending app. After this we will have a simple form. The action, we will write action later on, but the method here will be post. Inside this, guys, we will have three fields. First field will be for the email address, the email address that the user types. We will give it a name attribute of email, and the placeholder will be email. And this all three fields will be required, so for the validation part, that's it. The next field will be the subject, so this will be of type text. Name will be subject, placeholder, let me give it as subject, and this is also required. And next is the text area field where we will write the message body. So the name will be, let's suppose, email, and the placeholder, let me give a message body, and this is also required. That's it. And lastly we will have a submit button where we click the submit button, then this form will be submitted. So input of type submit, and the value will be send message. That's it. Now our template is ready. Now we can run this application by executing the command, which is python app.py. If I execute it, my application will be hosted on localhost 500. If I open this route, you will see this is a template is rendering on the screen. Now we just need to make a request to the server, post request, when we click the send message button. So now inside this we will make a post request, simple post request. So at the rate app.route, and we need to select a simple route, let's suppose underscore slash send underscore message. And here inside this, guys, the second argument it takes is the methods property. So this will be an array, so this can either be a get request or it is a post request. And we will define a function which will be send underscore message colon. And inside this, guys, first of all we need to compare it with the help of request module. So if request dot method is equal to post, so if this is a post method, then only we can process this. So now after writing this, we just need to manipulate the action attribute here. So whenever we submit the form, we need to provide a action attribute. So this needs to be action, not accept. Action. So here inside double curly brackets we will write URL underscore for, and inside this we will write send underscore message, the same URL that you have specified here, send message. Slash symbol will not be there, it needs to be send message. That's it. Now we need to get the entries. First is the message. We can get this by request module, request.form, and the name module that we have given, the name attribute. So inside in home.html you have given a name attribute to all the fields, email, subject, and this needs to be email, and this needs to be subject. You can see email subject, and this needs to be message, sorry, message. So this, with the help of these name attributes, we will be able to fetch the values. So after message we can get the subject. So this will be again request.form subject. Lastly we can get the actual sorry, this needs to be email because we are getting email first. So email here, and next we are getting the message. So request dot form message. That's it. So after getting all these values, we need to construct our actual message. So this needs to be message, and now we will use the message library that we have imported. And now inside this we will pass the subject, and we will pass the sender. Sender is there inside the sender uh, sender we need to configure it. So sender is equal to, there is a property inside this method which is sender. So this will be the email ID from which you will be sending email address. So this is my ID, which is Sharma Gautam 1997 dob@gmail.com. So after specifying the sender email address, we need to pass the recipients. So there is another property here, recipients. So this can be an array, but I will be passing only one email address. This is located inside the email, whatever email address that you provide inside the email field. That's it. Now we also need to have the message body, so which is located inside the message here, like this. So we have also provided the body. Now we need to just send the email address. So for sending it, we need to first of all configure some parameters. So this is not easy. We can use this mail dot send. There is a send method, and we can just pass our message like this. So after this, we can have a success message, that is the message sent, and then we can return out a template, which is render template, and inside this we will pass result.html, and we can pass the success message like this. So we need to create this, let me just create this result.html. Just for, go to the templates folder, create result.html, and inside this you will, inside double curly brackets, you will write your success message, and also after this you will have an anchor tag which will go to the home page. So go to home page. That's it. So now our pages is complete, all the logic is complete. Now we need to render out some of the parameters that are required. So just you, after you initialize this mail app, you need to provide some parameters. So the first parameter it accept is the app.config, and inside this we need to set some parameters. First is the server, mail underscore server. So this code needs to be same, so just pause the video and write it. So the Gmail server is smtp.gmail.com. The next parameter that we need to set is the port number, which is mail underscore port, and in this case this needs to be 465. The next parameter we need to set is our mail username. So this needs to be the email address from which you are sending. So this needs to be my Sharma Gautam 1997 dob@gmail.com. Then we need to provide the password. So this needs to be mail underscore password, and let me type my password, test123456. So I have changed the password, so don't try to log in into my account. So I have changed my password. So the next is app.config, and there is a field which is mail underscore use underscore TLS. This needs to be set to false. And the next one is app.config mail use SSL. So this needs to be true because we will be using SSL. And that's it, guys. So after we initialize these options, then only we need to write this line, which is mail is equal to, just copy this and write this line. That's it. And now I think the application is complete. If I refresh the application, let's suppose if I refresh, I need to, let's suppose I need to restart the application, python app.py. If I refresh here, if I provide email address, provide a subject, let's suppose and let me now send a message. So it will take some time, and you can see that, guys, message sent, and you can go to the home page. If I check my email address, you will see a email address will be there, You can see that this is my email address, and a lot of questions will be coming in the comment section. If you're sending for the very first time, you will receive a warning, and to fix that warning you need to enable third-party security apps inside your account. So let me just show you how I did this. So first of all, go to your account where you are sending these emails from, and then you need to click on the settings options, manage your Google account, and after selecting this you need to go to security option, and then there is a simple setting that you need to make here is that is less security apps access. So now you can see that it is turned on. So default, if you check, it will be turned off. So just click just turn on this option. It will be turned off, so just turn on this option and your app will work perfectly fine. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video.